Tries to do lots of run-bys with Lings.
Okay.
Creature, though, is a very solid player against that defensively. So
okay.
should be interesting to see the way that they match up.
All right, well, we're in the game. We're on Frozen Temple. Ladies and gentlemen, in the bottom right-hand corner, the pink Zerg player, actually inheriting Scarlet's color. It is Psystorm's NYK.
We'll have to see if that lets him absorb her power.
Exactly.
If so, we've got a real problem on our hands because Scarlet's going to be in trouble. But spawning up here in the top left of Frozen Temple, currently mounting a big comeback last series.
Yes.
Give it up for Team Ascension Pro's Creature.
Woo.
People been definitely drinking. They're a little relaxed. That's okay.
I'm actually very impressed. You know, people still having drinks in front of them. It's been going on for a while. It was a pretty awesome time so far.
You know what? Passion is tiring.
It
having,
is.
Having all that passion.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's hard to carrying it all around. You know, it can be pretty exhausting.
Yeah, it's incredibly exhausting.
So here we go. You know, it is going to be the first EVP. Very excited for it because, yeah, as much as I do love watching, you know, the same kind of matchups, it's always nice to mix things up here. But also means that I believe both of these players are playing it for the first time today as well, unless they had done it in the lower bracket and we didn't get to catch it.
That's possible. We did see NYK go for a hatch gas pool before third base, and Creature actually going for the pylon block at that third.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Creature has gone for relatively early double gas after expand.
Yeah.
Wow, NYK already going for 6 lings. That's quite a few. And
Yeah.
looks like the pylon was allowed to finish. Drone working away on that
It's gonna be a while.
dutifully. Gonna take a while, as he said, but it won't actually delay the base that much.
No, because of the 6 one. Right?
Oh, and look at this. He's left drones on gas. He might be getting aggressive right off the bat.
Oh, he's leaving all of them on gas, too.
Yes,
So it's
not
not even
even
like
just
just
one.
one. Yeah. So this is going to be nice, especially if he does decide to go for maybe that Roach Warren at some point, taking that third base and just making it look like he wants to be economical and then just flood with the Roaches and Lings with the Ravagers.
Exactly. We have an Adept running into the third. Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Shade was able to see that start. I will have to see in just a second. Nope.
He might have saw the drone, but I mean,
No.
honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, he did not see that start, so that may actually work against NYK a little bit. Oh, well, he is droning still, so it's hard to say. But Creature already up 9 workers
Yeah.
just before this wave of workers pops.
So you said that Creature's really, really good at dealing with the kind of, you know, multi-pronged shenanigans that some Zerg players are so well known for. I wonder how he's going to go for it this time, though. You know, a lot of the times you will see that Twilight Council being the first tech building from Protoss in this matchup, and then going into the Robo and playing it, you know, the kind of standard way, Immortals, getting Adepts out, investigating Glaives, and then eventually getting Archons out.
Yes, but Creature actually went straight into 3 gateways. I think in response to not seeing that third base.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Okay!
Look at that. We got double Stargate coming down from Creature.
And that's the first tech.
That is the first tech? Yeah, that's actually crazy.
Okay, so NYK put down the Roach Warren, and he's continuing to drone up, getting Spore Crawlers inside of his main and his natural, I would assume. So he's going to be safe against if it were to be an earlier Stargate play, or if it were to be DTs at some point. But I don't think he realizes that it is going to be double Stargate coming out.
Oh, he definitely doesn't realize that. I think he's reading this as DTs.
Oh, my. But he doesn't. He hasn't got the Scout yet.
No.
I think he flew on through with the Novalord, and he went both ways. But he didn't go up into the top right-hand corner.
Oh, he didn't. He might just see it now. This is very important, though. Is Creature going to build Void Rays, or is he going to build Phoenix to start? Because there is going to be a heavy Roachling attack coming in.
It is
And,
going to be
it's going to be
Phoenixes.
Phoenix.
Oh, man. I don't think Phoenixes are what he needs here.
Oh, they are not.
Honestly?
They are not at all what he needs. Oh, that's a lot of Adepts that could get trapped.
Yep.
Oh, he's going to lose quite a few before those Shades finish. Might even lose half or more.
Well, the Shades, okay, do complete.
Oh, and
now.
they go into another surround.
Out of the pan into the fire. Gonna lose all of these Adepts, and then now we notice immediately Creature started up those Void Raids because he knows Phoenixes, they're not gonna do much against this kind of attack that NYK is pulling off right now.
Oh, they're not. And the Photon Overcharge pylon went down almost immediately. Another pylon is not Photon Overcharge. Creature is not using the energy for his pylons. He has 2 gateways at the natural that he needs to keep powered.
Oh my. He's adding pylons right now, and he knows if he can buy enough time for the Void Rays to come out, he will eventually be able to take it out. But how much damage is he going to sustain before those Void Rays actually get onto the field?
I think it's going to be quite a bit of damage. But Creature needs to, or sorry, NYK needs to do a lot of damage. He's down 20 workers right now.
Yes, he does have the Roaches and
the
Ravages there,
Void
but now the Void Rays are here, and he's leaving. He can't just go home here. He needs to continue to do the damage, but I mean, it feels like with that Photon Overcharge, he just can't get it done. Creature, with the double Stargate, is going to be able to push that back, and like you noted, 20 workers down. Where do you go from here? He's trying to drone.
You go to a very dark place, Zerg. You go to the BattleNet forums and you complain about Void Rays.
There you go. Oh, NYK did at least cancel the third base. And when you see two Void Rays come out like that, you're like, okay, it's not like he was saving that.
Yeah.
That most likely is going to be a double Stargate.
Yeah.
Now.
That was interesting. We saw from Creature, he started up Resonating Blade, then he canceled it, went for charge, canceled that, and went back into Resonating Blade. So maybe a bit of indecision. Nice, cancels the third base. Oh, he shouldn't be fighting those pylons. He actually loses a lot of extra Zerglings.
And that's not something you can give up right now.
No, not at all. He is down 10 supply, 12 workers, and even losing another Overlord here is going to supply block him pretty far into the red with no Overlords on the way.
When you were talking about the charge being researched and then getting canceled, do you think he was trying to maybe force NYK to maybe try to rush out some Hydras and then just hit him up with a nice gateway attack?
I think that's probably what the plan was with the charge, yeah.
Yeah. But he decided to say, you know what, let's just go into Adepts. Honestly, charge lots, Adepts, with Resonating Glaives still do really good against Hydras.
They're both good against Hydras,
so,
yeah.
I mean, I think the safer bet would be to go for this unless they're going to go for the... Oh, he is going for double Robo. So, yeah, this just makes a lot more sense, I think.
This is what I do when I off-race as Protoss.
Oh,
I'm just
really?
like, oh...
double Stargate?
Void Rays are good. Immortals are good.
Uh-huh.
And then I win.
And it's like, I just want all the things.
Yeah, I want... Give me all the high-tech things that hit hard.
Oh,
and
this is so cool.
Going to take down an Evo Chamber, most likely. A weird decision to transfuse there, honestly. Not really worth saving it. But yeah, it does take that Evo Chamber down. And NYK is in a really rough position.
Yeah, I think it's mainly the economic portion of it, right? Like, he was able to at least not lose everything. He's making a lot of queens, so he's not falling into the trap of going into Hydras right now.
Yes.
But...
I think what he's going to try and do is go for a Nidus Swarm. Oh, just as I say that, he goes for a Hydra.
Oh, he is going for the Hydras here. So unless he's going to try to get to the Lurkers really quickly, I don't know how effective the Hydras are going to be in the small numbers that he's going to be able to pump them out in. So if you get overwhelming amounts, sure, I would say so. But he's not in a position where he's going into this with a nice economic lead. He went for an all-in-ish kind of play. It failed, and now he's trying to go into a more high-tech unless he just going for the Lurkers and tries to chill it back.
Yeah.
Use the Queens for anti-air, maybe?
That's going to be really rough against that double Robo, though.
Yeah. Huh.
Now
Well, he's going for Hydra upgrade.
Yeah, these Queens are, they are going to be good against the Void Rays defensively.
Yeah.
But without a Nidus Swarm to get them across the map, there's really not a lot they can actually do to make sure, to win the game.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, it's always good and all to get them out and maybe get a good enough amount though, while doing some damage as well, or if you're going to be pushing while Creature is teching. But Creature's already got his teching out of the way. It's all about, I was going to say some other fighting game, but obviously.
Street Fighter 5. This is weird. We have Tunneling Claws, but no Burrow on the way for NYK. Yeah. Oh, actually baiting the Adept out of position, but the Warp in from Creature saves him. Oh, oof.
Well, the good thing here is that he gets a good read on this army comp. So if he's going for the Hydras, getting Tunneling Claws, I'm wondering about that. I wouldn't even be against getting the Baneling Nest out, too. Because when you get so many of those Adepts out, Banelings are so effective at being cost-efficient, which is a funny word. Like, you don't think of Banelings as cost-efficient, but when it comes to the Adepts and they all do the Shade and land on a bunch of Banelings, that's usually all you need in order to let your Queens and Hydras do the rest of the work.
Yeah, and our Observer is pointing out Storm is nearly done right now.
Oh, my.
As well as Charge is about halfway on the way. And going up into that fourth base, Creature is just in a really good position right now.
Yeah, taking the fourth, you're right.
Yeah, NYK has a pretty mediocre army for the supply. It's not extremely strong. Now, defensively, it can be very good because of all those transfuses. You can set up a nice concave. But if he wants to try, like, it's going to be really tough for him to win the game
Yeah.
unless Creature makes a big misstep, I think.
Yeah, with the storms being done too, he has a splash damage. All of those queens are pretty prime targets for some feedbacks as well. So really nice on the scouting here with those phoenixes. You know, he knows that NYK needs to do something out of the ordinary in order to bring it back, and he's keeping tabs on it at the same time.
Yes, and we do have these Adepts who are actually going to force the army back from NYK. I don't know if this is actually that good for Creature, because I think the best thing for Creature would be to have NYK attack him off of creep.
Off of creep, because the creep spread for NYK is looking pretty good now on the north side. And that is where the fourth base is. Creature's the one that wants to attack into NYK. And the Baneling Nest is almost done, actually. So if he can at least maybe delay it, as fast as he can, he needs to do something here. I don't know if this army is going to be enough. But, you know, he has that opportunity. He has the advantage of being on creep. He can start morphing in Banelings. I think that would be his best bet.
Loses the War Prism right there. Bit sloppy from Creature, and he's going to pull back. He doesn't actually have a very good Immortal count. His army would be incredibly vulnerable to Lurkers.
Yes, and that's what I thought he was going to be going for at first. I thought NYK would do it, but with the Hydras, he has a very weak army against Storm. Some of the Roaches are there, but they don't have the Burrow to even regenerate if they do get Stormed, and it's not even like the Roach count is that heavy. So that was a good run by. Didn't get that much done, but hey, it at least forced Creature to not attack into him.
Yeah, so both of these armies are made of glass.
Yeah,
either
like
one of them could dissolve in moments.
Like, the Storms are going to be really effective because the Banelings do not have speed, and also there are some
attacks up into
sentries.
This concave, though. Don't do it, Creature.
Do you really need to do it, though? He doesn't, right? It's a decent amount of Immortals now. And he's going to try it. A lot of Force Fields do get used, and Storms do go on the north side as well as the south, and that is a lot of Hydras getting stormed. All of those Lings are going to get stormed as well, but the Banelings, I believe, are still alive.
Creature just lost so much army supply right there.
Wow. He used all of his Force Fields as well. He might have a few, but honestly,
all his Force Fields, about half his Storms, and he's still going to try and get aggressive into this. I really don't like this decision from Creature.
Like, attacking up this ramp, exactly, right? This is exactly what NYK wants.
Yeah,
so,
this is the perfect dream scenario for him. And calling for a pause.
Okay. Everybody, I need you to calm down real quickly. I know it's getting lit up in here, fam, but hot damn.
Hot damn.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
That is interesting.
It's actually like the worst time to pause.
Yeah, kind of it is.
I think he's thinking that too. Just like, oh my god, this is crazy.
Yeah, just needs
I'm about to take my blazer off.
Needs to
is this,
unbutton more buttons.
PG stream though, I think, right? So sorry. Maybe next time.
If it was PG, we couldn't have you on here at all. Just too much heat.
Yeah.
Bring the fire.
Yeah, man. That's how we call it the hot damn.
Yeah.
So
that was really.
We could make a mixtape, a fire mixtape, just out of the energy in this place right now.
Oh yeah, and we should really.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been a weird game so far, to say the least.
It almost felt like Creature had it in the bag.
I think he did.
You know.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. We'll see how he can do with the Storms, but like, I think we're gonna go back into it to see if Creature maybe he needs to calm down a bit too, because he wants to attack up this ramp pretty bad.
And he shouldn't be doing that.
He probably should do it. Go home, Creature.
We'll have to see.
All right.
Game resumed.
Here we go.
Oh, and we see Creature contemplating his own suicide.
He's like,
with,
you know what?
with that army.
Because I mean, he has the fourth base, and he has a really nice bank. So what I would like him to do maybe is just, I'm not saying like, do this, Creature. Instead of attacking up here, use the Warp Prism in order to really mess around with NYK and pull him around. Drop him a Dark Shrine or something, you know? Things that make NYK not in this beautiful position to actually deal with offensive attack.
Exactly, just not directly up into the big concave. And he is moving in there. We got to take a look at that.
Oh!
Some pretty nice Storms, but NYK's not taking them.
No, NYK's Baneling speed is done now. So, without that many force feed.
Oh, nice feedback.
Jeez, I just don't know. Like, pushing here, maybe if he's cleaning the creep, it's great. If he's getting some other damage done somewhere else. But this is like, Creature set on this, man. He's like, I want to bust up this ramp.
He's so intent on it, and it's just, stop.
It's scary.
Please,
like,
please.
Oh, man. Like, the concave NYK keeps on setting is nice. If he continues to bait, though, this is good if he just gets the Storms and the feedbacks and doesn't ever fully commit to it.
Yeah, but the thing is, he could be doing this in such a better position. He could be doing it down towards the fourth base or on through the top side, but he's trying so hard to bait NYK down the ramp. Oh, and he actually does a little bit.
Okay.
Eating some big storms.
Yeah, that could be his plan. Make NYK go down the ramp instead, and then set up a concave of his
Oh,
own.
really sloppy from NYK. Loses about 15 supply right there.
Oh, he's going for it. Here come the storms going down on the Hydras, and now it looks like Creature's going to go on in. I think he actually has an overwhelming army supply here, but this concave from NYK is still really good. It looks like the upgrades, I didn't see what they were, but I'm wondering if it's just a little bit too much here from Creature, who I did see at +2 at some point. I don't know. He's on +3 right now.
Oh,
Moving
geez.
on in patiently, but it worked. HG, I don't know what that means, but GG is called.
Damn. And,
Holy moly.
Game 1 does go to Creature. He